Local news that matters. This is WTWO News Weekend Edition.
This was born before COVID, the shortage of teachers in Illinois, and I think through the country.
What a statewide survey and local educators say about the Illinois teacher shortage. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Taylor Johnson. As just mentioned, Illinois is facing a teacher shortage, and that's according to the Illinois Association of Regional Superintendent of Schools and Goshen Education Consulting. They say over 90% of school districts are having trouble finding substitutes. Zeke Torres joins us with why this may be the case. Zeke?
Taylor, educational challenges have occurred due to COVID-19, ranging from remote learning to in-person modified schedules. Speaking with officials and educators in the Marshall School District, they say while the pandemic has been difficult, educator shortage has been an ongoing issue.
This has been hard. This has been extremely hard on educators.
A survey conducted last October shows a new problem, a shortage of teachers across the state of Illinois.
It's very real, and it's been here for a while, and it's growing, and I just hope something turns that would make the profession more attractive, for folks to come into.
The research shows 93% of schools surveyed have difficulty obtaining substitute teachers.
We have external substitutes who only come in for that purpose. We've been struggling to find, but as far as the rest of the staff pitching in, trying to cover hours where they can, I think we've all worked very well together.
77% of schools surveyed say they have a teacher shortage. Ross tells me this issue was happening before the pandemic. Marshall School District has had to fill an average of 5 to 10 positions for the last 3 years.
That's a challenge, and so far we've landed on our feet. We've been able to find good people to fill those roles, but sometimes that's because we're good, but some of that's just luck as well. So at some point our luck runs out.
Locally, the district has had difficulty finding teachers in science, math, and foreign language. Marshall expects to see minimal turnover this year, leaving Illinois to wait for teaching and life post-pandemic.
My concern is here at a time when we need to be able to be building salaries, building benefits, building incentives for people to go into the profession. The state of Illinois is back in flux on its finances. 5 years from now, if finance in Illinois can't get fixed, this problem is only going to be compounded.
Ross tells me he doesn't believe consolidation is in the forefront for Marshall schools. If you want to see more information from the survey, visit our website, mywabashvalley.com.
Thank you, Zeke. After pulling an all-nighter, the Senate passed the $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief bill at midday. The vote was strictly along party lines, with 50 votes for and 49 votes against. One Republican Senator, Dan Sullivan, was absent due to a death in the family. The vote came after a 25-hour-long vote-a-rama on amendments to the bill, which began Friday at 11 a.m. Most amendments failed, including a bid to increase the minimum wage to $15 an hour. The bill does provide $1,400 stimulus checks, $300 per week jobless benefits through the summer, $350 billion for state aid, $34 billion to expand Affordable Care Act subsidies, and $14 billion for vaccine distribution. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer had this to say.
I want the American people to know that we're going to get through this, and someday soon our businesses will reopen, our economy will reopen, and life will reopen. We will end this terrible plague, and we will travel again and send our kids to school again and be together again.
The bill now goes back to the House so they can vote on the Senate's amended bill. The absence of Senator Sullivan of Alaska kept Vice President Kamala Harris from having to break a tie. President Biden thanks the Senate for passing the $1.9 trillion relief bill. Speaking at the White House not long after the vote, President Biden said the vote puts money in the hands of Americans who need it most.
This nation has suffered too much for much too long. And everything in this package is designed to relieve the suffering and to meet the most urgent needs of the nation and put us in a better position to prevail. President Biden says direct payments will go out to Americans this month.
And ladies and gentlemen, start your vaccinations. A mass vaccination clinic inside the Indianapolis Motor Speedway continues this weekend. The Speedway can accommodate up to 4,200 people for shots and will continue for the next 3 days. It started Friday with only moderate lines of people waiting inside the Speedway, and the shots were delivered curbside as drivers pulled through garages. Governor Eric Holcomb was one of those to get vaccinated yesterday. The whole process took an average of 4 minutes per vehicle, and state health officials promised there will be more clinics if Indiana gets more vaccine, and 2 more are already being planned for sure. And in other vaccine news, Meijer is partnering with the Indiana State Teachers Association. They're launching a series of vaccine clinics at stores next week. The retailer says it plans to administer more than 10,000 doses across the state to pre-registered teachers and school staff. Patients just need to verify their school affiliation and have proper ID when pre-registering. Those interested in signing up can do so through the company's vaccine registration process, and they can also register by texting ISTA to 75049. And after 17 years, the Lion's Den in Marshall, Illinois has new owners. Ann and Corey Sheehy took over the pizza business on March 3rd, and they have plans to continue providing great service to the community. The Sheehys say this has been in the works for over the last few months, and they're looking to reopen inside dining in the next 2 months. It's been closed almost a year due to COVID-19. The owners say they were looking for more ways to invest in their community.
For about the last year, really during 2020, we were exploring options in the downtown Marshall area to help either bring a new business or keep an existing business going in our small community.
And he says they're also looking to add a lunch buffet as well as new menu items. And the Terre Haute Police Department and Indiana State Police are having their own full court press as March Madness approaches. They're keeping eyes on the road. Patrol officers will be watching for anyone driving aggressively over the speed limit or under the influence. Both agencies want to protect those on the road from impaired drivers, and they're also reminding drivers to stay sober as St. Patrick's Day and the NCAA tournament approaches. Sergeant Matt Ames with State Police says they're there to help to keep others safe.
What we're asking for is for people for voluntary compliance to please just slow down, pay attention to your driving, and if you're not, we definitely will be there to assist you, and we'll be able to make a traffic stop on you and let you know what you're doing wrong out there on the roadways.
Full court press will run through March 31st, or 21st, I'm sorry. And speaking of March, we'll soon be welcoming in spring, so a local business is looking to welcome in the season by spreading happiness across the town. Studio 12 is a pie, coffee, and art studio located in 12 Points. It's not open yet, but Studio 12 will offer art classes as well as readings from poets and authors. On March 20th, they'll be giving out chalk so residents can add color and happiness on sidewalks all over town. Owner Lucy Chu felt it would be a great time to do this as the 20th marks the first day of spring and International Day of Happiness.
Little group I was in on Facebook, we were banding about some ideas, and someone mentioned sidewalk chalk and how much joy that brings and how it represents kids getting back out in the spring and summer and playing and bringing color to the town.
The owners say they plan to open their doors in April. Coming up on WTWO News at 6, we take a look at how residents enjoyed today's warm weather. And later in sports, the Indiana State Sycamores look to pull off an upset in the semifinals of the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament. Martello is here with the highlights.
WTWO News Weekend Edition with Taylor Johnson, meteorologist Dan Reynolds, and sports with Omar Tello.
A life sentence